Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I wanted to make a quick list because from time to time, I hear people ask the question, you know, what are the things that men really want? What can I do, to truly attract a man, a quality man, a wholesome man? So these are some things that you can really do to make sure that you get a wholesome man. Um, I'm gonna be very straight up, very straightforward, and just keep in mind that these things aren't absolute. And what I mean by they're not absolute is that it doesn't necessarily mean like so. One of my examples is no tattoos. You may have a tattoo, but you're displaying so many other of the other qualities that I listed that, a man, he's like, okay, I ain't worried about your little tattoo. Shit. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. So this list is not 100%. Like you don't have to meet this list 100% in order to get a good man. You need to come close to 90, and 80 is minimal where you want to be. Um, but some of it is just kind of a character type of thing, like, and we're going to touch on each one of them, but try to get as close as this list as possible. There's going to be a few things that I didn't really touch on that I'm going to touch on in the future, but this is the list that I created, real quick on the fly. So the first one is being feminine. And what I mean by being feminine is just being in your natural state as a woman. First thing under being feminine is you got to start smiling. Stop having these resting bitch faces. Start having frowns. Stop having mad and angry faces. Start smiling. And when you start smiling, you yourself is you're yourself is going to feel a your attitude is just going to be you're going to have a better and brighter attitude and a different and a positive outlook on your days, just by smiling. I know because I've done it. I actually kind of wear more of a smile on my face than a frown. And my days, I don't have bad days. I might have two bad days out of 365. So, and those are just days where stuff is just, but having a lot of bad days like most people act like they have, that's not my reality. And I think it's because I have I carry a smile and I try to keep a very positive and optimistic perspective on life. Second one is kind of similar to being to smiling, and it's called being friendly. So just being a pleasant person to be around. Be that positive spark. You don't have to have the bad attitude. You don't have to always pop off and flip off when things when you get a little frustrated, things don't go your way. Just kind of be friendly, be pleasant. Have a mild manner, be mild tempered, and I think it'll go a long way when it comes to your man thinking about whether it's worth it or not to marry you. A third thing is something that most of y'all aren't doing, and that's serving your man. So just find ways to serve your man. Serve him his food. Um, you know, just think of ways. Offer him massages, offer to wash his back. When he's taking a shower, just certain things. It's just treat him like he's a king, and I promise you that one is going to take you far. Um, the second category is dress modestly. So we're going to talk about the way you're dressing. Um, this first one, y'all ain't gonna like it. It's gonna target 99% of the women watching this right now. It's gonna target 99% of y'all that's watching it. But I promise you that if you do it and you do it with style and you do it with grace, it's gonna hit. And you're gonna get approached and treated differently from men. I promise you this. And that first point is dresses and skirts should be no higher than an inch above your knees. Stop dressing like street workers. You're not a hooker. You're not a whore. You're not an OnlyFans type of girl. And if you are, this video ain't for you. I'm talking about women who are trying to be modest women who want wholesome, good, and or decent men. So stop wearing this short attire. Also, I didn't put this on this list, but while I'm talking about short attire, stop wearing tight attire. Now, so me kind of compile all this together. So your dress that comes to your knee can be form fitting. What I mean by tight attire, I'm talking about a lot is workout clothing. It just shows every nick and cranny on your body. You want people just to see every just your entire silhouette. They're pretty much the pants that the workout pants that make it look like you're naked with clothes. You know, it ain't cool, man. It's not cool. I think it's inappropriate. I used to be cool with it when I was a little younger. You know, the older I get, I think it's just inappropriate. I think it's classless. You know, you want to be a classy woman. Do things with class. Do things with sophistication. Do things so you can be modest. Don't do things that makes you less modest, that makes you loose and you know, resemble people who aren't revered. Also, when you're wearing tops, don't show too much boobs. I know, like I said this in one of my other videos. If it's socially, if it's a societal norm, go against it. It's a safe bet to go against it. So now everybody want to show their boobs and show their breasts. I'm not saying don't do it at all, but it's best if you don't do it. And if you do it, show minimal. You know, but now everybody want to have all these low cut shirts and dresses, and you want to show everything so you can just, you know what I mean? And it's cool. You know, yeah, they're gonna get 50,000 likes on Instagram. I get it. But when you're talking about a certain type of man and a certain type of treatment, being the way that I'm saying being is a safe way to be. Another thing when you're talking about dressing modestly, even though it's not necessarily your clothes, keep your nails and your toes done. Keep your nails and your toes done. Keep your nails and your toes done. Stop being raggedy, man. Stop being raggedy. That's important to most men. And a rule of thumb with your nails: short is considered modest. Long is considered ghetto. So, you know, some men will give you a pass. Some men aren't as particular and meticulous when it comes to things like that. So some of y'all like y'all long nails. So that's not really the length ain't as important as getting the nails done. But to some men, especially businessmen, you know, they prefer for you to have shorter nails. Like when I say shorter nails, it's gonna go over your nail bed, but not 3 inches long, if that makes any sense. So pretty much short enough so you can be able to fully function without having to do all the weird stuff. You know what I mean? To make your nails somewhat usable, or your hands somewhat usable. And that's the second point, which was dressing modestly. The third point is going to be the less social media, the better. Most men are going to agree. Most of the shit that you see on social media ain't what we want you to see, because it's going to have a negative influence. Y'all going to start doing silly stuff. You're going to start talking the way these women talk. You know what I mean? Like, man, we fighting a losing battle, it seems like. You know, yeah, we're fighting a losing battle, because most women are going to be on TikTok, you know, and women, the people on TikTok look like they're having the best life in the world. They having the most fun in the world, and so, you know, we like, man, this is weird. That's childlike. But you know, our old lady, she watching it all day, and she want to do some of the, you know, she want to do some of the things, or that's the things that interest, the things that they're doing on TikTok is the thing that's interesting to her. You know, it's I don't know. And then you start talking like these folks on TikTok and Instagram, and yeah. So yeah, the less social media, the better. Get on the type of time that your man is on. That's the safe bet. So turn the social media off. The fourth point is use makeup to cover blemishes, not to transform your face. Self-explanatory. Light makeup, period. No lashes, period. Limit your piercings, period. No tats. If you already got tats, hopefully it's gonna be dependent on the man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be dependent on the man. And natural is always preferred. So if you got straight hair, certain men are gonna say, okay, that's cool. I can rock with you, pretty. I can rock with that. I like your straight hair. But natural is always preferred. We've heard that from men for the past 10 years. Natural is preferred. We prefer your natural hair. That's my list. It's not up for debate. I am a man. I know a lot of men. I know some decent men. I know some good men. And these things are tried and true, and this is what we want. So I know we all women are, most of y'all are against what I have listed. It just means that probably one of the reasons that you are single is because you're doing things that aren't attractive to the men, aka you're a modern woman. So you got to change it up and do the work to be more modest, to be more ladylike, to be more of a wifey. So that man can, when you go out to cookouts and family gatherings, he's proud to say, that's my wife right there, because you got the whole package, you got the whole look, you got the whole attitude. You know what I mean? Men, we yeah, I'm not going into what I was just about to say, but just know my list is a safe. If it doesn't even get you a man, it's gonna increase your level of modesty, which will then increase your level of respect. You don't have to demand respect by cussing people out and being out loud and boisterous and masculine. Your style and your grace alone is going to get you more respect. So that's the list. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope it helped somebody. If it did, drop a comment below. I'm gonna holla at y'all on the next one.